Hey guys, I thought after posting a couple of videos I should probably make a formal introduction video. My name of course is Joshua Turner, and I'm a competitive shooter, or at least I play one on Saturdays and Sundays. I'd like to welcome you all to the channel. I'm brand new to this, so it may be great, it may suck, there's no telling, but I'll do my best to provide the best content that I can as I travel and shoot matches on the weekends. I'm also kind of new to competitive shooting. I've been a shooter my entire life. I've been in some form of law enforcement since I was 21. I've been a firearms instructor, I've been around guns, grew up hunting with my dad, my uncles, my whole life, but I kind of accidentally got into competitive shooting back in January. I just happened to be in a gun shop one day, and I looked up on the wall, and I seen this gun with a red dot on it, and I thought, well, that looks pretty cool, let me check it out. The guy handed it, I didn't even know what the gun was. He handed it down to me, and it was a Canik SFX rifle. And I'm over here Google searching it and all this, and I was like, well, this seems like a pretty good gun. They had it on sale, came with a red dot. I bought it and I went home and started researching, well, are there even any matches close to me that if I wanted to shoot competitively? And just so happens I live in central Kentucky, and within an hour's drive in either direction is Montgomery County Fish and Game Club and Bluegrass Sportsman League in Wilmore. Both, by the way, plug for both of those matches, just the best people. Mike Shields is the match director for Steel Challenge, and Tom Mansfield is the match director for Steel Challenge at Wilmore. You just won't find two better individuals that are willing to help, willing to answer all of my middle of the day, middle of the evening text messages that I sent them prior to shooting my first match. Well, I went to a match. First match I went to was at Montgomery County. Finished dead last in my division, in my class, all that. So, but I started reaching out, making some connections, and I have met some great guys across the board, when it comes to doing this, that have been really helpful. And, I started working on dry firing, and I started getting a little quicker, and the second match went a little better than the first, the third went a little better than the second, and so on. And all of a sudden I thought, well, my goal for the year is try to finish in the top 300, for carry optics. I was lucky enough, and I practiced enough that I surpassed that pretty quickly, and I've now gotten into the top 200. I think the last time I looked, I was sitting at 165 overall in USPSA standings for Steel Challenge in carry optics, and I think I'm sitting at 196 for limited optics now, which I just started shooting. I've shot 3 matches with limited optics. I say none of that braggingly. I say it to let anybody know that's new to the sport that if you put the time in, if you're at home, spend 15 minutes 4 or 5 days a week, get your gun out, put your belt on, set your wife's books up in the house, make her mad, and dry fire. Get a feel for your weapon, get it out, touch it, feel it, just, become one with your weapon. There is no substitute, in my opinion, for live dry fire with your gun. The Ace virtual games, those are all fun, and they're a good tool, especially in the wintertime when there's not a lot of matches going on. And, you know, there's other things that you can do, but the fact is, if you get your gun out, you put it in your holster, you get in your stance the way you're going to shoot, and you draw and dry fire your weapon, it's going to be muscle memory and second nature to you when you get in the box at a match. And it can be nerve-wracking. I had literally never shot a match until February of 2026. First match ever. But it's coming along, and I just hit A class with carry optics, and I'm pretty close in limited optics to A class. And now I'm moving into shooting some majors. I'm currently registered for the Michigan State Steel Championship here in a couple of weeks, June the 6th and 7th. Presented by American Reloading, of course. Lance Sr., that's a shout out to you. And then I'm registered the following weekend for Area 5. And then, of course, later in the year in August, I'm registered for Kentucky State Steel Championship. And then I'm also registered for Tennessee State Championship, I believe. And I'll also shoot the Ohio State in October up at Cardinal. Beautiful, beautiful range up there. I just shot there for the first time 2 weekends ago. Really, really good people as well. I have to honestly say, if you're on the fence, worried about what kind of people you're going to have to deal with if you shoot a match, I've not met one single bad person doing this. I've not met one person who wasn't willing to give me a tip or a hint, or say, hey man, try it this way, it'd probably be a little quicker for you. It's just been a great community so far. And I've got a long way to go. I shoot every weekend with guys who are 1,000 times better than me at this. But, and I tell all of them this too, and I kind of say it jokingly, but I'm really being serious. You're better than me today, but nobody will outwork me when it comes to preparation. I may lose the match, but it won't be because I didn't put the time in to try to win it. And that's all you can do. Being good comes with time. It comes with repetition. So, anyway, we kind of got away from the point of this little introduction video. I'm glad to have everybody here. I may get 5 subscribers and the channel may be dead in a month, but the goal is just to, as I shoot, post some videos. As I travel, post some videos, tips, pointers, hints, whatever I can do. I'll do some gear review, trying to get some sponsorships. I have gained some partial sponsorships along the way. I'll shout out DFC Arms in Georgetown, Kentucky. They were first to the ball when I was out looking for sponsorships online. They reached out and said, hey, we'd love to do what we can for you. We will give you X amount off of gear, equipment, whatever. Just buy from us. Good. So, really, and I think most of us that shoot every weekend realize how expensive ammunition has gotten. I mean, it is not the day of growing up when a box of 9mm was $7 or $8. It's outrageous now, and I'm reading that it's going to go up another 10 to 15% in the coming months. But I've looked around. I've reached out for sponsorships, and there's a little company in Tennessee ran by Chris and Rhonda Nelson called Boaz Ammunition. Those guys have been amazing to me. I bought some ammo off of them, probably 600, 800 rounds. And I randomly just reach out by email, and Rhonda instantly emailed me back almost. And she's like, hey, here's my phone number. Here's Chris's phone number. Reach out and let's chat. So I talked, and they made me a team member. So I get a discount off of their ammo, and I have shot their 147 grain, and I have shot their 124 grain. I prefer the 124 for Steel Challenge. The 147 is excellent as well. It's very soft shooting. It's 950 feet per second. And their 124, which, like I said, I prefer, is about 1,050. So it's going to run you the same speed as Blazer Brass. But it's a little better for some of those longer distance targets to get the report back quicker from the steel, in my opinion. But again, I've teamed up with them. I've teamed up with DFC in Georgetown, Kentucky. They have a brick and mortar, so check them out, guys. And check out boazammunition.com. They will hook you up, and the shipping is fast. If you order ammo on a Monday, Wednesday by noon, you're going to have it sitting on your doorstep. Or that's been my experience, at least. I'm also a team match tracker shooter. Vance Williamson reached out to me really early on as well, and he's like, hey, we're a Christian-based team. We don't put up with any foolishness. Don't be on the internet cussing bad and going on and acting a fool, and we'd love to have you. So I joined up with them. We have a lot of really good sponsors through them. So again, I've been blessed early on with a lot of these companies, and I hope to just build on those as I go, and we'll see where things take off in a year's time, maybe. But anyway, this ran way longer than I intended it to. Again, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, whatever. And if nothing else, just watch my videos and make fun of the guy for sucking. Right? I appreciate all of you. And if I see you out there on the range, man, please come talk to me. I'm still, I don't know if I'm an infant, but I'm a toddler in the game, and I'm willing to take all advice and any and all encouragement. So I look forward to seeing you out there, guys.